It's time for another Patriot Act tutorial. I think I'm going to call this one Patriot Act Math. This is some of the occurrences that have happened in the last 17 months since January 2007 that didn't used to happen in the past. One of them, well, I'd like to thank the police for being present more than they used to be, probably 2 or 3 times more, keeping humble journalists safe, keeping track of his whereabouts. I appreciate that. But let's go down a list. We'll start with the emails, which I've discussed before. I've sent literally hundreds of emails, and not a single one has actually been responded to. I've had in one case a newspaper have their general counsel respond to emails sent to their personnel department, and I've had another legal department at GoDaddy.com email me in regard to technical questions, but the person that I actually sent the email to has never responded in 17 months. That's a strange occurrence. Statistically improbable. Another statistically improbable occurrence is the number of website requests, sometimes as many as 400 on a day. The website displays a request to email me. Also, solicitation for any potential employment in media business out there. 0 responses. Never got an email incoming ever, once. And that includes thousands of requests. Then we'll talk about incoming mail. I haven't got anything in the way of a check, although I have got bank statements and other things. Outgoing mail that includes job applications never been received, not once, and the Postal Service can't account for money orders that accompanied those applications, nor has anybody ever acknowledged receiving a job application from me. That also goes for Craigslist and the other employment classified things you'll find on the internet. I've applied for literally hundreds of positions through Craigslist and other services, and never once received a reply from any job application ever, once. Not even an acknowledgement. Okay. And then we've got the incoming emails that do come in. They all contain some either multi-level marketing, some illegal scam that looks like an attempt for me to sign up for it with knowing that it's illegal, which I'm not going to do. And moving along to telephone, voicemails in particular, I've never left a voicemail message for anybody in 17 months where that call was returned. Not a single time. I've talked to people that have said that they were with certain companies. Sometimes they couldn't identify where the company was located, but they were purported to be representatives of that company. One of those companies is Capital One, which is, as far as I'm concerned, a criminal operation. I won't go into the details of that, but not one single time have I called Capital One where I've been directed back to the U.S. operator after I've asked to do so. And on every occasion I've called Capital One, I've asked to be directed to a U.S. operator, and then I'm transferred to another country and another country and another country until an hour or more can go by, and I'll never wind up talking to a U.S. operator. That's consistent, and that also includes probably as many as 100, if not more, phone calls to Capital One over a 17-month period. Always out of the country, always ask for different information. Sometimes they ask for my birth date, sometimes they ask for my phone number, my social, all kinds of stuff, and the information has never been responded to. That includes statement requests. I've made probably 40 or 50 requests for statements from January 2007. I've been told on at least a dozen occasions that those statements have been mailed to me. They've never been received. Not once. I've made other requests, updates of data, address, phone number, this sort of thing. And for instance, the last time they were using a P.O. box that was over a year old, and yet the statement still comes to the updated address. So they just lie. You know, I mean, Capital One's amazing. But they lie by doing it with their reps outside of the U.S. They want to make sure that all of their illegal activities are outside of U.S. jurisdiction. We've got the people that come up to me on a daily basis. You know, it's almost like being a celebrity or something. Since this Patriot Act nonsense started, 2 or 3 people a day that I don't know walk up to me and say, "Hey, how you doing, man? Remember me?" No, I don't. And here's the thing, folks. I got a very, very good memory. I can document that. My memory is probably better than 99% of the people out there. And so when these people come up to me and say, "Hey, how you doing, bro?" and put their hand out to shake hands when I've never seen them before, chances are they're the ones that are lying. There's almost 101 chance that they're telling the truth because I do remember. I remember a lot. And if somebody comes up to me and says they remember me and I don't, they're lying. Now, if that happens once a day, once a week, you know, once a month, maybe. But it happens twice a day on average over 17 months. That's an exponential argument. The odds of that happening are astronomical. It's a statistical equation. It can't even be calculated. The number of people that walked up to me and put out their hand and said, "Don't you remember me?" No, I don't. And if I did, then I'd probably avoid these people because most of them don't look like anybody I want to know. So that's another statistical anomaly.